Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, or hi if you've never met me before. I'm Elouise. I post a range of videos based around fashion, cosmetics and food, and today I have a testing E.L.F video and this is the look I created. Granted, not all of it is E.L.F, but I only had a certain amount of products to try and not everything was the best. So if you're interested to see this video, then please keep watching and don't forget to subscribe to see more content like this, as I post new videos every Friday and Saturday at 6 PM Greenwich Mean Time. Alright guys, so I have a full basket of E.L.F goodies in here and I'm just going to show you what I bought and what I got for free, and then I'm going to show you how I created this look. So the biggest thing in here is this Luxe Brush collection, which is an 8-piece brush set. In here there's an ultimate blending brush, an eyeshadow brush, a contour brush, a concealer brush, a small angle brush, an eyebrow duo brush, a small stipple brush and a blush brush. I've wanted to try E.L.F brushes for quite a while, so I have quite a selection to test out now. Then I also got another stipple brush to try out for applying foundation. I will leave all the prices and details down below or on screen if I remember. I also got this E.L.F Beauty Shield Dual Defense Cleansing Facial Brush. It looks a little something like this. It does have like sort of like beads on the beads like further into the bristles, so I'm not sure why. And it does have a cap to keep it hygienic, so I'm excited to try that as I'm really into skincare right now. We have a Lengthen and Define mascara and a volumizing and define mascara, as well as a lip stain in the shade Crimson Crush. I have a flawless face powder in the shade Ivory and a No Budge shadow stick in Bronze Metal. That's all the things I bought. Then in the New Year's Eve gift set there's a baked eyeshadow in the shade Enchanted, a dramatic lash kit, and a 3-in-1 Lengthen, Define and Volumize mascara, which I'm quite excited to try out. I was going to buy one of these, but I'm thankful I didn't now because I got one for free in a gift set. That's all the E.L.F products I have, and I'm just going to show you how they applied and my first impressions. Alright guys, so I already have my face like prepped, ready for this, and I'm going to be trying brushes today for foundation, which is something I don't usually do because I've not really had any foundation brushes. So I'm going to be trying these two brushes. So this is a stipple brush and this is the ultimate blending brush, which I realise has some weird pattern stuff going on with the top of the brush, but I got these on sale so I'm not really that fussed. They're both very soft. Obviously one's a lot more compact and dense and the other one is very fluffy. So I'm just going to take this with my normal foundation and I'm just going to use the blending brush on this side and the stipple one on this side and see how that looks. Alright, so I think on first impressions I prefer this blending brush, mainly because I can kind of pat into my skin and it's denser and easier to blend, whereas with the stippling brush I'm kind of like throwing product around and it feels hard to blend it in because it's so long. I'm not sure exactly the stippling motion you're supposed to use, so I tried a few different ones. The coverage looks almost the same on both, except on my forehead where this brush definitely worked better, and kind of in the centre of my face too. So far this brush is winning, but I will still keep trying to use the stipple brush to see what I think of it, because it's not a bad brush, I just I need to perfect my technique. So for concealer, I'm just going to be using my Collection Lasting Perfection in Fair One, which is my usual everyday concealer, and I'm going to try it a different way. I'm going to attempt to use the small stipple brush that I got in the brush set on the stipple side, might as well keep it on that side, and then apply the concealer normally with my Real Technique sponge on this side. So on first impressions, I actually really quite like this stipple brush for concealer. I feel like it did a slightly better job. Also, when spot concealing, you can kind of like feather out the edges a bit more so it actually blends in and doesn't look like you've actually spot concealed, which is trickier with my sponge. And I just feel like it looks like, for want of a better word, airbrushed under my eye. Coverage wise, this concealer's not the greatest for me, but like I do really like the way it looks under my eye right now. The next product I have to try out is an E.L.F face powder. I'm pretty sure this is just called an all-over face powder or something like that. It's in the shade Ivory, although in the pan it looks quite dark. And I'm going to use the blush brush from the brush set that I got, just because of how fluffy it is. I'm going to take this and set the places where I'm going to blend other products and attempt under my eyes, but it does look quite dark, but it does kind of dissipate into my skin, so hopefully it's not as dark on my actual face. I do quite like this powder actually, it set everything quite nicely. I'm not entirely sure if it left sort of like a colour cast on my skin. My under eyes do feel quite smooth and they're definitely set. However, it's definitely not brightening under my eyes, but I don't mind that too much as an everyday powder and go over the face, so it's great for setting like my cheeks and stuff so that I can blend with a product. So I just did my eyebrows off camera as I don't have any E.L.F eyebrow products to test out today. But next we're going to move on to eye products, and I have a really exciting product that I've been wanting to try for a while, ever since I saw some girl Jess's E.L.F video, and it was a no budge shadow stick. The lazy girl in me really found this quite appealing because you literally, I'll show you. It's literally a eyeshadow stick that you can literally just put on your eyes and blend it out a little bit, just smudge it around. It sets and it does not budge, and I did a cheeky little swatch the other day when I got all this and it did not move at all, so I'm excited to try some eyes because that means for uni I can literally just throw this on, blend it out a little bit, go to uni and look like I'm a little more put together on a Monday morning sort of thing. I'm gonna test this actually on my eyes this time, and I'm so hoping this is as good as I want it to be because I want every shade because this will make my life a lot easier. And I think I'm going to use one of the brushes in the set to blend out the edges, so I think I might use the eyeshadow C brush. I'm just going to take this matte brown shade here from my Revolution Salvation palette and blend that into the crease. I am liking the way this looks. There's some great other colours as well that I'd like to try out. I'm just going to do the other eye and I'll be right back. Well, I'm super impressed with this shadow stick. I realised that it is in the shade Bronze Metal, which is why it has like this sort of like gold reflect running through it, which I think is just gorgeous. We're going to test in a little while to see if it is no budge, so we're going to give it a little time to just set down. And also this brush is really great for the crease. I blended it out slightly and made it like an almost cat eye look, I suppose. And I really like the way this has turned out so far, so I'm excited to get more of these. This E.L.F order has been great so far, but this product is a dud. Now, I don't know how well you'd be able to see this, but like gone sticky, and the product is just all clumpy and messy, and it just looks awful and is unusable. You don't actually want a lip colour to actually stay on your lips, so yeah, sorry E.L.F, but this was also another dud. So as I don't have an E.L.F lip product to apply, I'm just going to apply this Body Shop matte lip liquid in Creek Carnation 30. I've still got other brushes to test, and I'm excited to try those because the brushes are so soft and they blend really well. So yeah, overall this was pretty good. I'm happy with what I got. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye! Okay guys, let's test the no budge. Oh my god. The only pigment coming off is from my eyeshadow. Wow. I am so getting more of these.